Hey, I just want to point this out. like, man, there's so much spiritual revelation contained in His Word. Look, when we're birthed into this world, when we partook of the fruit of the womb of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good, when we took that, we were a spiritual eternal being that took on a mortal, dying, decaying, hypocrite, bloodthirsty, physical form that's weak and frail. We were disesteemed. We lost our honor. We lost our glory. We lost our connection to God. That's why every person in the world must be born again in the Spirit, must be reconciled spiritually back to God, right? You have to be reconciled through His only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, who is God incarnate, who is the embodiment of the truth, who is the Word that was made flesh, the likeness of sinful flesh. Okay, God Himself came here to rescue us out of this snare of the devil, this fruit of the womb, this physical form, our physical forms, which are inherently wicked and evil. And it says that just as you read it in the Bible. It is in contrast to God. We're only likened to God when we're born again in the Spirit, reconciled spiritually back to God. Then we're set free from the penalty of the law and the penalty of the messianic judgment, right? And that yoke to the Mosaic law, right? So, but not to say we continue in sin, we're not to do that. That would be a complete failure. But we've already been marked, taken captive by Satan, by taking what he offered us, this physical form, these physical forms, to be like the Most High, to be like Christ, who was the first of all creation, who was in a glorified body. And he said, you want to be like the Most High? Come with me into my kingdom. I'll give you a physical form to indwell, and you will know good and evil and be like the Most High. Okay, so we were led astray. We were deceived. And that's why we have to be born again of the Spirit and reconciled spiritually back to God, grafted back in to the main vine of the tree of life, become a new fruit from the tree of life, because we're a fruit from the tree of the knowledge of good and evil, the fruit of the womb, a physical form. Okay, so what's occurred spiritually, we're already separated from God when we're birthed into this world. We've already been sealed by Satan, marked by Satan, by these physical forms, which he was given rule and dominion over. And he does that. He rules us through our own fleshly understanding and knowledge of things. Everything we're taught from the day we're born is a lie to keep us oppressed and keep us from the knowledge of the truth. And that's why God Himself came here to reveal the truth, to awaken us spiritually, so that we could see what's occurring. So what's occurred spiritually, we're watching right now play out in the physical world. The mark of the beast, right? We all know it's coming. And I'm not saying, that getting this so-called, jab is the mark. We know that it's going to be tied in somehow with basically a electronic tagging system, where it's going to contain all your medical records, how many times you've taken this, because there's going to be multiple ones to follow, right? It's going to contain your medical records, your banking records. They're going to get rid of cash so they can have complete control and oppression over us, complete control. And if you take that, then you're basically completely joining yourself to the world. So what's already occurred spiritually, we're watching play out right now physically. But we know this battle's already been won by Christ. And we're set free when we are born again spiritually. Set free from this mind screw that Satan has over us through our own physical forms. And that's the hardest part. Most men are too full of pride in what we've been taught and told that our bodies are and what this world is. It's the strong delusion. What we've been told that our physical forms are and what this world is not true. And the evidence is out there. So it's basically your own willful ignorance if you neglect to look into these things to seek out the truth. Because the information is out there. If you want to know the truth, it's out there. But most people are just passive, believing what they're taught by men and believing and loving a lie. So it's time to wake up. Wake up. The truth is out there. Find it. Find it while it still can be found. Because every day more and more things are being censored from us and removed from all our sources of information, right? All that. Okay. But depend on God and Him alone, because He's the only one that can break the seal Satan's put over us through our physical forms and unroll the scrolls to us, delivers the spiritual revelation that's contained in His Word. So there's that. I wish I could make it more clear. I wish I could communicate better. But men, you just need to let go of the things of this world, because you're an eternal spiritual being, predicated from the beginning to live in peace and harmony with each other, with our Creator, with our Father, in paradise, in His kingdom, in heaven. So there's that. All right. God bless you. Love and respect everybody. That's what draws people to Christ, plants those seeds. All right. Have a great day. Bye.